In December of 2020, CD Projekt Red released a little game called Cyberpunk. The hype that was surrounding this game was unreal. I swear, the GTA 6 hype feels like the Cyberpunk hype of the 2020s, it was crazy. And a week after it's released, it gets completely taken down from the PlayStation Store. It also got terrible reviews by everyone you could imagine. I'm sure most of you know, during that time, the game came out a little broken. But now CD Projekt Red claim
the game is fixed.
So that's why I'm here, in the big 2025 ready to platinum and 100% Cyberpunk, so I can answer the question, is Cyberpunk worth playing? I'm gonna split this game in 3 simple steps. Step 1 is to finish the story while paying attention to the missable trophies. For step 2 I have to clean up side missions and collectibles while making sure not to miss any missables. And for the final stage, stage 3, I have to 100% the Phantomliberty DLC while making sure not to miss any missables. Did I mention I have to pay attention to missables? But anyway, our journey starts in the character creation. Pink, we need pink. Give me pink. What about purple? Nah, come with the red. Yeah, let's do red, let's do red. Oh my god. Who wouldn't fall in love with this side profile? Let's be honest here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I look like the devil. Look at the nails.
Fucker. Everything chill, mano?
The bartender is a local friend of ours, so he tells us that he needs a favor. Apparently he owes a guy some money and he doesn't have it, so he asks us to handle it for him. We go upstairs to talk to the guy and he tells us that he'll consider the payment paid if we rob a car for him. So that's what I did, and everything was going smoothly until this happened. Okay.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Wow. Fuck. You can drive.
Okay. That was awkward.
What are you doing?
Are these the thieves? Fuck ordinary street trash.
The owner of the car decided to let us go, and by let us go, I mean he threw us in a bunch of garbage in a dark alley. But hey, anything's better than jail.
You hang up that computer call, come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth. I'm feeling romantical.
We have a nice little talk with the guy that got arrested with us and we become huge friends. Damn. After the cutscene I get a trophy. Oh,
Elevator.
trophy.
This way.
The fool. Become a mercenary. And the game introduced me to stealth, which was completely useless because stealth in this game is simply boring as f. A bit after, Rick Ross hired us to get him a chip from Arasaka, a huge company in Night City. But stealing something from the biggest city in the world wasn't going to be easy, so we needed a plan. That's where we get introduced to Evelyn Parker and Judy. They put us in this brain dance, which is kinda like that one mission from Batman Arkham Knight. You basically enter another person's memory, and we entered the son of the CEO's memory, who knows where the chip is. With this, now we know where the chip is and we can finally start the heist. We suit up with Jackie because how can you go on a big heist without a suit? And we entered the Arasaka Tower.
Could bring Misty here one day when we close this deal.
Okay.
Will, I'm sure. Now let's go check out our digs.
This guy is definitely gonna die. Now it's 100% sure. I was like 90% sure, now I'm 100% sure. I'm 110% sure this guy's gonna die. Calling it right now, so mark my words. A bit later we get into the apartment and get the chip, but obviously something goes terribly wrong. Who knows?
Where?
Yo, that guy looks insane, bro. That guy looks insane. Oh. Whoa! Yo, don't break it. Don't break it. I'm sure the screen is expensive. Please don't break it. Oh my god. Yo, how did you die that fast? He was choking you for like 5 seconds. There's no way you died. No way. The CEO of Arasaka dead and 2 criminals in the same room when he died? I'm gonna admit, this was not a good look for us. So when they caught us, we had this huge fight, and here is where I started getting the hang of the combat. We eventually make it to the garage where we escape with our getaway driver. Oh, did I not call it though? Did I not call it?
She always knew.
Like, bruh, my brain is so intelligent. Did I not call it though? Did I not call it? I'm so good. Well, bye-bye. We meet up with Rick Ross again and we make plans to escape Night City while we still can, but apparently he had other plans for us.
Combo? Seems I've chosen the quiet life after
What the
all.
fuck?
Bro, I protected
No
you,
place
bro.
forward for me.
I didn't even betray you. After he kills us, we wake up in Johnny Silverhand's body, also known as Keanu Reeves. I'm gonna touch myself so much to the point where it starts to hurt. Oh. The lovers steal the relic. Johnny hates Arasaka, so he planned to peacefully teach them a lesson, but he gets caught and game ended by Adam Smasher. We wake back up as V in a scrapyard and we find Takemura game ending Rick Ross. Oh! Deserved. You're probably wondering how. Didn't we die only a few moments ago? Yes, we did, but remember when we stole the relic from the Arasaka tower? Well, when Jack was about to die, he gave us the relic so we could complete the mission. But when Rick Ross killed us, he also activated the relic that was still in V's head. So basically, the relic revived us. For now at least, you'll see what I mean in a second. Takemura takes us on a little car ride, which, well, didn't end very well. Oh! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god. Wait, what? Did we run them over? Oh shit. Yo, go back down, bro. Oh my god. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. When we wake up, Victor tells us that the relic is slowly killing us and we only have a few weeks left to live. So yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. What's also fantastic is that inside the relic is Johnny Silverhand's mind or whatever. I don't know how to explain this, I'm too retarded. Anyway, Takemura tells us he knows the son killed the CEO and if we help him prove it, he will help us with the whole relic thing. The first thing we needed to do is find Evelyn Parker because she had gone dark. The first thing we did was talk to Judy since they're close friends and she says she didn't hear from her either, but she might know someone who knows where she is. So we headed there and we politely asked him where Evelyn is. We eventually find Evelyn, but she's not looking too good. Must be that time of the month, am I right, boys? I'm gonna kill myself. After saving her, she wasn't really in a talkative mood, so we found another option, Anders Hellman. He's the guy that created the chip, so in order for me to find him, I talked to Rogue, who's like Johnny's former side bitch from what I understand. And God bless Rogue because she guides us to the most beautiful, magnificent, breathtaking and just overall perfect Panam Parker. But if we wanted her help, we needed to help her out with something as well. Her car got stolen by a gang in the Badlands, so we agreed to help. Here is where I got my first missable trophy, which I'm not even gonna try to pronounce. For this one, every time a dialogue with the street kid icon next to it came up, I had to press it 10 different times, which was kinda hard to miss because this option came up a lot during the story.
Pause.
I
Visit
got
the
it.
Raybot.
Use the dialogue option. So this is one of the missables. We head to the location where Panam's truck is being held and we get it back pretty easily. The next day we come up with a plan to EMP a building so Hellman won't escape, but one of the ships was gonna get away and that's when Panam did this.
Panam, the engines are still running. Fuck, they're getting away.
They're going nowhere.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
That's how you do it.
We eventually find Hellman in this gas station and he tells us that he can't get the chip out without killing V, and after that cutscene I got another trophy.
This heat.
Wait. The Wheel of Fortune, integrate Anders Hellman. For the next mission, we needed to find Alt Cunningham. She's the only one that can separate the chip from the body. So we find this guy, Placide, who asks us to do a job for him and in return he'll help us with Alt. But turns out he tried to kill us at the end, but that didn't stop me because we got into an ice bath and entered one of Johnny's memories. In this memory, we found Johnny and Alt smashing, but then they go outside and Alt gets kidnapped by some Arasaka soldiers. So we did what any normal person would do. We found their location and game ended the whole building. When we eventually found Alt, she was dead, but not like dead, she is now an AI in the Black Wall. She's willing to help us, but for her help we need to infiltrate the Arasaka tower and use their technology. Oh, trophy. The Hermit. find Old Cunningham. After the mission, I got a call from a woman named Songbird, which was apparently part of the Phantom Liberty DLC, so I accidentally completed 3 missions from the DLC without even realizing. Yes, I am mentally special, but I did unlock a trophy for killing 300 enemies using ranged weapons. Oh, true soldier. I still needed to complete some side stuff before I started the next story mission, so I decided to start with Panam's side mission. She tells us that her boss Saul, who looks way too similar to Roman Reigns, got kidnapped by a gang called the Rats. So like normal cyberpunk fashion, we tracked down one of their vehicles to their base and destroyed everything. Inside this chaos, I did unintentionally get a trophy for killing an enemy that threw a grenade at me. Oh, right back at you. After finding him, I actually got my first crash of this game. Oh, that's amazing. This didn't happen a lot in the 95 hours I played this game, but this wasn't going to be the last one either. After escaping from the rats, we find a little house so we can camp out for the night, and V finally shot his shot.
Funny.
What is?
I rarely sleep with a roof overhead, yet this will be the second time with you. I couldn't ask for more.
Ma'am, I'm sure you'd be cozier with your shoes off.
There are a lot of these warriors.
Got a few ideas.
Come on V, come on V, you
Think you know
sexy
what
demon.
kind?
V. No.
Really making sure that
After that mission, I continued the main story again. Now we were tasked to kidnap the daughter of Saburo so we can convince her that her brother was the actual killer of her father. But first we had this boss battle with this dude.
Fuck!
Whoa! After making quick work of him, we quickly find out Takemura is not playing around.
Baba Boo.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? Nah, that was crazy. I know I had to knock 4 times, I just spammed X. Seriously? That was crazy though, bro. Imagine it was like a girl with like Girl Scout cookies or some shit. That's crazy. This part is very important to the devil ending. If I simply killed all the soldiers and left the house, that would have locked me out of a missable ending. Which I did miss the first time around, but I luckily had a save. In order to unlock this ending, I needed to go back and save Takemura. So I reloaded the save and saved him.
You will die here with me. Thank me later. Need to find a way out now.
Hanako calls us and tells us to meet with her in a motel. Here she tells us that she knows her brother is the actual killer of her father, but she needs proof for the higher ups, me. Oh, the high priestess talk with Hanako Arasaka. So now we can finally start the final mission of this game, Noctum OP55N1. Who the f chose this name? But before I started that, I wanted to complete all the steps necessary for all the endings, which were just to complete Rogue's and Panam's side missions. So I started with Rogue's first. Johnny wanted to kill Adam Smasher, also known as the guy that killed him, but we were gonna need some help, so we went to Rogue. We go on this boat where we thought Adam Smasher was gonna be, but apparently he is long gone. But we did get Johnny's Porsche 911, which was kinda cool. So cool.
My
Ooh.
Hop
A
in.
Porsche? A Porsche, damn, that's crazy. Here is where the missable trophy can be missed. When you talk to Johnny, you have to be as friendly as possible, because if you don't, the next mission for Rogue Story would be unavailable. So I glazed him for a bit, as everyone should. He is a very sexy man, and then V agreed to let Johnny take over his body so he can go on a date with Rogue. Trophy. Bushido and chill. Next I continued Panam's storyline. For this one, her and her friends wanted to steal a very cool military vehicle so they can protect their people, but their boss Saul wasn't very happy about it. But we went ahead and did it behind his back anyway.
What's the meaning of this?
Exactly what you see. The basilisk.
All I see is 2 trucks with giant Militech logos on them. And now we have Militech to worry about too.
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already!
Holy shit.
Do you want to serve corporations forever?
After they repaired the basilisk, we took it for a test ride and V made the ultimate move. The fuck?
Hi, Jackton.
Yo, I'm so sexy.
Our nervous systems are now linked.
That why I'm feeling everything doubled.
Tense. How about this?
Yo. Life of the bro. And now we can finally start with the 4 different endings, starting with the devil ending. To trigger this, all I need to do is press this option. This is possibly the worst ending you could get because you basically betray everyone. Hanako promises you the best surgeons and doctors in the world, but in return you have to help her prove her brother is the actual killer of her father. Which I found kinda useless because they took Arasaka's conscience and put it in a hollow anyway, so I don't know what was the point of me going. But anyway, when we went to the meeting with the higher ups, her brother wasn't there and he sent out a death squad to kill everyone, so we had to find him. But first we had to go through Adam Smasher.
Adam Smasher. Adam Smasher.
Now that we helped her, she helped us. Sort of. We got sent into a hospital on the moon where we kept repeating the same 3 exercises day after day with no result. Eventually, Takemura visits us, but he basically tells us there is no way for me to live, and that concludes the first ending. Ah, here we go. The devil. That's one of the endings.
Evie, how's the Earth looking from way up there? She is pretty as they say.
Complete the main
Or is it just
storyline.
another lie?
The next one I decided to go for is called The Sun. For this one, we teamed up with Rogue to infiltrate the Arasaka Tower and let Old separate the chip from our body. But when we got to the Adam Smasher fight, this happened. Oh. After getting to Old, she basically tells us there's no way for me to live and we have 2 options. Either let Johnny keep our body and let him live, or we keep our body but we die in 6 months. And for the Sun ending, I needed to choose the second option. The Sun. But then I reloaded the save and let Johnny keep our body. And for the final ending, and possibly the best one, V asks Panam to help him infiltrate the Arasaka Tower, and we become official members of the Aldacados. We make a plan to enter the Arasaka Tower from a tunnel. Once again, we make it to the Adam Smasher boss fight, but this time this happens. We make it back to the black wall where Old tells us that there is no way for us to live again, but this time we decided to live our last 6 months with Panam and the Aldacados. Now that the story and all the endings are done, it's time to move on to the side missions and the collectibles. Starting with Riverward's story. I'm not gonna lie, his story was kinda boring. It got a bit weird at the end because we went into a barn filled with people in it. But anyway, here's the trophy for that. Oh, what the? I'm gonna skip over the last 2 side missions for Judy and Carrie because we still have the DLC to get through, but just note that Judy's side mission was fun and Carrie's was meh. But now it's time for the massive grind, which are all the gigs and NCPD scanners. This is where most of my 95 hours was spent. Now don't get me wrong, I didn't hate going for these, but 156 NCPD scanners, which are basically go to this place, kill these people, was a bit much. And same with the gigs. The gigs are basically little missions you could finish in a few minutes, but there are still 86 of them. I have no idea how I'm still sane anymore. But anyway, here are the trophies for all of them. I also did get quite a few trophies while going for the collectibles, starting with the 50 enemies while time is slowed. And then I got a trophy breathtaking for collecting all of Johnny Silverhand's belongings, which is another missable trophy. Then I bought a second heart from a ripper which allowed me to get revived when I died. For the next trophy I killed 3 enemies by hacking one of their grenades. Then I shot a grenade mid-air, which was low-key kind of annoying to do because they weren't throwing any. This next trophy is another one that should have been easy but was kinda annoying. For the 2 head 1 bullet trophy, I need to kill 2 enemies with a collateral. And I needed to find a certain sniper which for some reason wasn't spawning in the shop, so I had to run around every shop in the game. And another one for crafting 3 tier 5 items. Then I just farmed these enemies for the Must Be Rats trophy. Next I decided to get another collectible trophy, but for this one I only needed to find a few graffitis across the city. After that I completed these tiny side missions called Cyber Psychos. These are dudes that overdosed in technology and went insane, and my only mission was to kill them. Then I realized that I got enough money to buy every single car in the game, which gave me a trophy. And for our final trophy before starting the Phantom Liberty DLC was to find all fast travel data terms. But now finally we can start the masterpiece, which is the Phantom Liberty DLC. Actually, before starting the DLC I kind of forgot to mention 5 trophies, and one of them I can't even show because the footage got corrupted. Like I mentioned before, I get a call from Songbird and she claims that she can cure V, so we speed our way there, and when we arrive to the meeting point, she basically tells us that in order for her to help us, she wants our help too. She says that the president is gonna crash into Dogtown and we need to save her. So yeah, pretty basic stuff. So we start making our way to the roof.
V, the president! You have to...
Songbird! God damn it! Holy shit! Shit!
What? Whoa! Whoa! We eventually get to the ship's crashing location and we save President Myers, which gave me a trophy. Oh, here we go. My first trophy of Phantom Liberty. Save President Myers. A bit later, we get into this huge fight with this giant robot.
V, catch!
Rust and piss, shitbot!
Electronopia. Defeat the Chimera. When we get to a safe location, we realize that Songbird has gone missing, so in order to find and save her, she tells us to find a guy named Solomon Reed. We call him on an old telephone, then we meet up with him. He's gonna be a huge part of the story. Reed knows a guy that could help us contact Songbird for us. When we get there, he tells us that Songbird is using a black wall, which is basically slowly killing her just like V. When we eventually talk to her, she tells us that she has been taken by the leader of Dogtown, Kurt Hansen. And from what I understood, she wasn't in any danger as long as she behaved.
Fuck! Is everything alright?
I did. After telling Reed he needed some time to make a plan, so while waiting for the call, I completed every gig in Dogtown. Here we go, dirty deeds. A few days later, Reed calls us with a plan. He found out Kurt was having a party in the biggest town in Dogtown. Sadly, we weren't at the top of the list for VIP guests, so we had to sneak in through a sewer. Ooh, invisible bottle. Fancy! When we get to the party, Songbird doesn't really explain much of what's happening, but in this party we also meet these twins, which are gonna be a huge help later.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm going black again.
Black.
Wait, where's that on?
5. Odd. Black.
Boom! After that, we get a call from Songbird to meet up alone without telling Reed, and she basically tells us that she's trying to get away from Reed and the government, and she asks us to help her, but that's a decision we'll have to make later. Remember when I said the twins are going to be a huge help later?
Whoa.
Whoa.
What in the fuck?
Reed tells us that we're gonna use technology to basically steal their identities and meet with the leader of Dogtown, which didn't really end well the first time around.
Be fooled so easily.
Damn!
A regrettable miscalculation.
Did I die? But then I tried again and got him to trust me, and here is where I got these two options. I either betray Reed and help Songbird get away from the government, or I stick with Reed. And for my first ending, I didn't really care because I'll need to get 5 different ones anyway. I decided to betray Reed and help Songbird. Damn.
Target down.
What?
Giving us the slip.
She's kinda scary. Look at her. What the fuck? After going through a bunch of soldiers, we escaped through the sewer, so now it's time to execute the final part of Songbird's plan, which is to send her to the moon. So we get on this train where we get the biggest plot twist of this whole DLC.
As I see
Oh
it,
my
the
god.
worst is always what was.
She looks
Not
like a
what will be.
zombie.
Reed's not the only one I've betrayed.
Mine's wandering some. Blackwall gotta be.
Neural Matrix V can only be used once.
Once. How so?
What?
It's a captive AI from beyond the wall. Relies on
So it's me or you?
continuous evolution to exist.
So it's me or you? Okay, you should have just said that.
Fucking hell.
there. One more step and you're dead.
Look. Putting her down.
So, what do you want to do?
You're not taking her anywhere.
Spare me the quote straight out of Bushido 10. Look at her, V. Be serious. You want to send her to the moon? Our neurosurgeons are her only chance.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Oh. Oh my god. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. Oh my god, I actually feel so bad.
Beyond.
You're bound for the moon, Somi. Getting away from them all.
Yep. She's gone. And we're dead anyway, so that's cool. There it is. King of One. That's the first ending done, so I reloaded my save, but this time when we were on the train, I called Reed to get Songbird.
I'll be in touch.
Don't keep me waiting.
Okay, there you go. King of Swords. Take Songbird home. But before I reloaded that save, I completed a side mission called Run This Town, which was basically choosing a leader for Dogtown, since, you know. But now it's time to get the last 3 endings. For these, I needed to betray Songbird and stick with Reed. But oh boy, was I not ready for this to turn into a horror game.
Oh, but I do know me.
Oh, she's dead.
Doing what I have to survive. What?
What the fuck?
It's working, V. Icebreak is getting through.
Why? Why are you doing this?
I'm sorry.
Trying to save Somi. Who she is. Blackwall's eating your mind.
Nothing. You understand nothing. Two-faced.
Oh my god. Yo! What the? What? Oh, hell no.
Whoa, hey.
For this part, I had to turn off 4 monitors scattered around different rooms with a death robot chasing me, and all I had was one terrible map to navigate with. Go. We need to get the fuck out of here. I'm so scared. I don't want to do this, bro. Go, please! I hear it. Please. Come on, please. Go faster. Please. Yes. I don't see it.
Come on, I got up there.
Come on! Please. Open the door. Open the door. Open the goddamn door. Open the door.
Fuck!
Ah, shit. It's me!
Please.
Oh snap! What we just saw was an illusion of her friends, or at least they used to be friends before she started working with the government. Oh, and by the way, I've been calling them the government because I forgot the actual name, but they're basically the government. But anyway, Songbird tells us that she regrets ever joining the government because of all the sacrifices that came with it. But after that came one of the most heartbreaking moments I've seen in any game I've played. Oh no.
V, it's good you're here.
Save your strength, Somi. Reed'll be here any second. You'll make it through.
No, they'll never let me go. I'm fading, V.
Yo, I'm dead as fuck.
Let me out.
So me. I
tried on my own. Don't have the strength.
Yo, I'm about to...
Please.
Don't cry, bro.
End it. I'll go quickly.
Bro, I have to do this
always
for
been
an
your
ending.
choice, so me.
Oh my god, bro.
I get it now. And I gotta respect it.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for everything.
There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. Say you swear to God. Say you swear to God. Put that on Allah. Say, put that on Allah. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi. Say you swear to God.
After her death, we gave her body to the government, and that concluded this ending. After that, I reloaded a save from moments ago, but this time I refused her request and the government took her to the best nurses in the world. After playing the story of the DLC, it made me realize why people say this is the best DLC of all time. Because of the fact that there isn't one good ending that everyone agrees on. From what I saw, people consider the moon ending the good ending, but there's also plenty of people that consider giving Sonberg to Reed the good ending. In my opinion, I consider game ending Sonberg the good ending, because just seeing her on the floor begging not to go back to the government just broke my heart. But it hurt even more knowing that she was going to get revived physically but broken mentally. But anyway, enough of that shit, time to get to the cleanup. I started off with an easy trophy called Judgment Day. For this one, I needed to eliminate 3 bosses that were around Dogtown. Next, I decided to finish 10 car deliveries. This was probably the worst thing about the DLC. They give you really bad slow cars or trucks and you have to get them from point A to point B, and occasionally have some gang members try to stop you. Then I unlocked all perks, shot innocent civilians until I got a 5-star wanted level. Then I got the final ending, which was V getting cured, but when he wakes up, it turns out he was in a coma for 2 years and he can't use cyberware. This ending was kinda meh for me. It was kinda boring next to the other ones. And there it is. Now it's finally time to get the platinum. All that were left were 2 easy trophies I can get only in a matter of seconds, starting with buying 1 implant for each body part. Oh shit, I got it, okay. And reaching max level in any skill. Okay, here we go. When I press X, that's it. The platinum for Cyberpunk is finally done. Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? Turns out I'm completely stupid. What I actually had to do was reach level 60 in the character skills, and even though I was level 55 when I started grinding for this trophy, it still took me a solid 1 hour just to get 5 levels. What an amazing way to end this journey. Oh, there we go. There we go, 10 of 10. This trophy was annoying, bruh. And never fade away. Oh my goodness. Wow, this game was good though. I love this game. This game was amazing. So now that I platinumed at 100% Cyberpunk, it's time to answer the question, is Cyberpunk still worth playing in the big 2025? Well, to that I say, do I get random erections when I see Michael B. Jordan? Absolutely, yes. Everyone should play this game, especially in 2025. Is the game perfect in terms of performance? No, but nothing too game breaking from my experience. I only crashed a few times.